Hello, Unbrick Me here with a look at the LEGO Technic Lamborghini Sián FKP 3742115. So first of all, let's look at some of the functionalities of this really awesome supercar. First, we have the opening scissor doors. If you just press this part right over here on the roof of the car, you can see that the doors open very nicely, and I greatly appreciate this functionality. The doors in the Lamborghini Sián definitely open in a much more fun way as opposed to the Bugatti Chiron. However, I do wish that we did get some spring-loaded cylinders, so that way the doors would open more smoothly, much like in the 2008 LEGO Technic Off-Roader. On the inside of the car, we do have a working steering wheel, which is pretty cool. And also we do have this little stick. Whenever it's in the neutral position, the engine is not connected to the drivetrain. Whenever this stick is in the drive position, the engine's power first passes through the transmission and then to the drivetrain. In the reverse mode, the engine's power goes directly to the drivetrain without having to pass through the gearbox. The 8-speed transmission actually works very nicely, and I do like that the bottom here is open so that way you can see exactly how the gears work. This is something that was missing in both the 2016 Porsche as well as the 2018 Bugatti, so the Lamborghini Sián is definitely an improvement in that regard. If we take the top off the back of the car, you can see that there is a piston engine. It's mostly covered up, and unfortunately I did lose one of these flexible axle pieces, so that is why one of them is missing. Here's the slow speed, in which the engine is moving very fast per the number of wheel rotations, and then we switch the speed to a fast speed, and now the engine is moving incredibly slowly per the number of rotations. If you want to learn more about exactly how this 8-speed transmission gearbox works, then click on the video in the top right corner. I explain everything from the gear ratios to how it works and everything like that. On the right side of the car, we also do have a little stick which raises the rear wing. The rear wing function in the 2018 Bugatti was definitely a lot more fun, but I still appreciate it in the LEGO Technic Lamborghini Sián. The front also does have a very nice openable hood, and you can take out the cargo. Inside of the openable hood, you will also find a unique code. The Lamborghini Sián FKP 3742115 also does have incredible suspension. It is independent on all four wheels, and it is much better than the one we got in the 2018 Bugatti. The suspension here works perfectly, and in the Bugatti, the suspension would always sink, especially in the front. This car really does look beautiful from really all sides. I greatly appreciate the detailing on this car, but I do have one minor complaint. Some of the pieces don't have matching colors. This stands out a lot, especially when you look at the car up close. But when the car is far away, just sitting on your shelf, you really don't notice it that much. The car still looks incredible on display. So what are the pros and the cons of the LEGO Technic Lamborghini Sián FKP 3742115? Well, for the pros, this car looks incredibly good. I cannot stress enough just how well the shaping is done of the car, just how well it resembles the real-life counterpart. And another big pro of this car is the incredible engineering and the great improvements over the 2018 Bugatti Chiron we got. The Bugatti Chiron had sagging suspension, whereas this car completely improved on that, completely changed that, and this car also maintains the 8-speed sequential transmission gearbox. You can change the speeds very easily, and the gearbox is very well done. It's pretty much the exact same gearbox we got in the Bugatti Chiron, but it's still a very advanced, nice mechanism. But what about the cons of the car? Well, for one, you do get the mismatched colors here at the back especially. It does look bad when you look at it up close, but from a distance, this set still looks like a very nice display model. And another con of the car is the expensive price tag. It is one of the most expensive LEGO Technic sets ever, and I think that for a much cheaper price, for example, the valve articulated hauler for $250 gives you much better playability and much better functionality while still maintaining the overall display value. So I think if you go with a valve articulated hauler, you're going to get a little bit more value out of that set as opposed to getting this supercar. If you're interested in learning more about how the 8-speed sequential transmission gearbox works in this LEGO Technic Lamborghini Sián, then click on the video right over here. This is your Unbrick Me here, and I'll see you in the next one.